What's going on, people? Banger T here, living life on a scooter, riding lightning every day. I tell you what, man, I started off riding the scooters on the Unagi. If you pay any attention to my page at all, Unagi's got stuff all over my page. So anyway, I decided the Unagi wasn't quite going all as far as I needed it to. Wasn't quite going the speed I needed it to. Switched around, and we went to the Emove touring, which again is already on my channel. So I want to show you some quick differences though about the touring. The suspension is insane. There's suspension there. There's also suspension in the back. I'm not going to lift this scooter up to show you. Now granted, I think it weighs maybe 45 pounds, maybe, and I'm just lazy and just don't want to lift it up, to be honest with you. This one I actually got in a wreck in. I have replaced the brake lever. I have replaced the throttle. I have replaced the voltmeter. I have replaced the entire T-bar. I have replaced the clip. I've gone through and adjusted every nut, bolt, and thing that can be loose about it. But the one thing I haven't done, to be honest with you, is just take it for a ride and just see what I think about it. Now, I do have a little phone holder here. I'm not going to use that for this. I'm going to go over here. And I'm hoping that that's going to get you some kind of view of what's going on, because what I want to do today, because everything I do is on a scooter, so I want to go as far as I can go, as fast as I can go, without spending $4 grand. Yeah. You know, a lot of people want a whole lot of stuff that they don't get. It's just kind of the way it is, I guess. So, actually, let's do this. I'm gonna take this little trip here through the Highlands. Goes down through Cherokee Park, and I'm running it all out at third gear. There's my thing kicking in. Now, I would just want to see first off if they can make this trip, because it's really not that long of a trip. Now, right now on my speedometer, I don't know if you can see it, I'm showing 28. And you can see how fast I got there. For a single wheel motor in the back, that's pretty quick. I mean, right now I'm going downhill. And another thing about this trip is it pretty much includes almost every type of situation that you can come on just driving around, or if you were out riding around. I'm just hoping that you're not getting killed by the wind here coming in my helmet, because that's what happened last time I did this. And I put a different microphone on here, and I'm hoping that maybe that'll pick up my sound better for you. But I'll tell you what, Unagi versus Emove touring. Unagi, very simple, very easy. And he obviously was not worried about me at all. So, it is what it is. Very simple, very easy. No nuts, bolts, adjustments, screws, all that fun stuff. We're going to let this motorcycle pass. We're going to go down this road. Now, like I said, we're sitting in third gear the entire way. And I am right now sitting at 31 miles an hour. I was at full battery I'm at 50.9 volts right now. We're going to swing right here at Texas. And we're just going to keep running it straight out. And I want to see how far this thing will actually go if I run it on third speed nonstop all day. You know, because you always hear the reviews. You always hear, oh, it's 25 miles, it's 75. But then you kick it all the way up into power mode to what that you really want to use it for, and you get like 9 miles. So that, you know, I'm going to actually do this to give you an idea of what it will really do at top speed. In fact, we're not going through this stop sign. We're stopping. I'm sorry. Thank you. Or actually, thank you very much. Yep. See, now that was a good guy that is really taking care of scooters. That's you don't see that a lot. A lot of times, most people like that would have been pissed off and irritated. But I don't know. Anyway, going back to what I was saying. So coming from the Unagi to the Emove, Unagi maxed out at 20 miles an hour. There was no faster, and that's all there was to it. You were top speed, hyper speed. It was going 50. It was going 20 miles an hour no matter what you were doing. Now, the Emove, like I said, now highway 160, and I'm still sitting at, now it's showing me 32 on the speedometer. I got the GPS running also. I'm going to show that to you at the end. And see what the top speed actually really was. But I'm still showing 32 miles an hour, and I'm still cruising right along. But I'll tell you what, I started my scooter life on just a Lime rental scooter, just to see if I would even enjoy it. I decided I thought the scooter might be cool, so I came across the Unagi All Access. And then we don't have to stop here. We got a stoplight. And then the Unagi All Access. It's kind of a scooter rental program, which there'll be another video on here about that as well too. You can check that out. I decided I needed a little more speed and a little more distance. The Unagi, if I went high speed, totally opened up, gave me 9 miles. And I'm praying. Right now we've gone 1.7 and we still got 4 bars left. We've been going wide open at 30 miles an hour. So the speed has gone up. Now, on a scooter, 10 miles an hour may not seem that much. And if you weigh 190 or 200, you may not get 30. You may only get 25, like a lot of the ads or the reviews say. A lot of the reviews just say that, you know, you're only going to get 25 miles an hour on top speed. But these are also guys that weigh 190, 200 pounds. Put somebody like me on this, and I'm, you know, at 160. I don't have a backpack or any other kind of additional weight added to it. Now, I will say the one thing that I don't like really about this scooter, I guess I don't like it. I'm not a fan of it. And I think maybe just because of what I'm coming from. The Unagi had dual brakes, had that brake, dual electronic brakes out front. This one does have electronic brakes. It does slow you down. But if you try to come to a hard stop, the rear tire is a drum brake only. And the tire will lock up from the brake pads. But the scooter will keep going a little bit. So you just got to be a little more cautious when it comes down to it. On this, I think, with the braking, the speed is good, but speed's not any good if you can't get to stop. So, I mean, as you can see, I'm doing okay. I don't have, you know, I'm not having a lot of major problems here. But what I came from is just a different setup. Check this out here too. Louisville is getting into, they're trying to get a little more into the bike world, into the scooter world, into the pedestrian, get back out world. And they've opened up stuff like this, which is just a straight bike lane all the way down this road. Now, like I said, right now my speedometer is still reading 31, and I'm just zipping right along with no kind of hesitation at all. Now we're getting ready to come up to a little bit of an incline up here. Let's see what happens to the speed when we do that. And here we go. Okay, so now we're down to 28, 7, 6, 5, and the bike lane ends. But that's okay, because we needed to turn here anyway. So this is a good thing. And we're going to cruise down here, and there's even a bigger hill to let you see exactly what the touring can do on a hill. This Castle Vale up here. I'm sorry, it's Goddard. Maybe it's Goddard. That's what it is. And this hill, it's still ain't no joke. So we'll see. We're not really going here. We're doing 13 miles an hour, almost to a dead stop. There's our hill. Let's see what happens. All right, so we're at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now remember, this is only a single motor scooter. Okay, and now I'm at 18, 19. Looks like I'm going to stick out right at 19. And that was coming almost straight uphill. But for a single motor scooter in this price range, I'm very happy with that. Now I'm just going to open it back up. Sitting at 29. I've gone 3 miles right now. And there is where the biggest difference is. Because the Unagi had absolutely zero suspension. The suspension on this thing, and maybe it's not that good. I don't know. For me, it's like if I stepped off of a hardwood floor onto a brand new, beautiful bed, and it's just comfort. Let's go this way. Turning radius and everything's all really good on it. We're going to come back up this alleyway here, and you can see again, you know, you can hear it, but I don't really feel it. I don't feel the bumps that bad personally. Now after riding around on the Unagi all day long versus riding around on an Emove all day long, or on the touring all day long, here you go, right here. Bam, look at that, and the suspension just sucked it all right up. I don't necessarily advise just, you know, looking for a way to see if the suspension works. But I am telling you that the suspension does work. As far as I can tell. Now I'm just on the touring. There's still plans potentially to upgrade again a little bit to something different. Maybe a little. I am looking potentially into the GoTrax GX1, GX2, because there are a few things that I'm not totally thrilled about this, but there's also a whole lot that I really love about it that, you know, I'll do a little recap on the end of this thing here and give you an idea of what's going on. I'm going to cut right in front of this car. Okay, so now we've gotten down into the Highlands. We've gone 3.5 miles. We've still got 4 bars left. We've been going at 30 miles an hour almost the entire trip. And that's what we're going to do. We're just going to kick the throttle straight all the way down. And now I'm at, my voltmeter is showing 48.7. I believe 46.5 is right where the battery is half used. Right now we're at 48.7, and we're still going full throttle. And we're going to zip down here. And man, this area right here of Louisville is just absolutely beautiful. It's the highlands, the houses. We're going to come up in here into Cherokee Park. We're going to hit this little Douglas Loop. It's about a 2-mile trip around this loop. But it also has a lot of uphill, downhill situation, which is great for this kind of review. And we're going to go here. And here we go into Cherokee Park. Now, the first straight to Cherokee Park is right uphill. Again, full throttle. Now I'm sitting at 27, 28. And you can hear, see, and that's the other thing too. There's other components of this scooter that are really made from plastic. And you can hear, you can just hear the jiggling around. Now the suspension is sucking it up. I don't feel it. The noise is a little bothersome sometimes, but again, it's a trade-off. Would you rather be comfortable and get home and your body not hurt because you've been jerked around with no suspension, or would you rather have a little suspension and have no noise? But so up here we're going to do this number and let these guys know that we're passing them. And I love that bell because I've used a horn and people don't like it. People don't like it. But again, so again, still sitting here straight out, full throttle, going all the way down. And like I said, as you can see, this little loop here has, you know, downhills, uphills, turns, twists, and it'll give you a pretty solid idea of what this scooter is capable of, being a single motor rear wheel scooter versus dual motor. Now I've been on this thing for about a month, I guess. And like I said, this is the first time I've actually taken just a ride. And look, I mean, it's right. I'm sitting at, I'm showing 32 right now, and I'm at 49.9 volts. And we are going uphill, as you can see. I think you can tell the difference. So we're going uphill, and we're still, okay, now we're down to 28, 29. But the power is actually really there. I mean, I'm really shocked. Like I said, all the reviews you see on YouTube says, you know, 25, 27, 28. They're all bigger guys. So I'm doing this for you know, for somebody like me who's a little bit lighter. And we're just going to kind of take a cruise. So let's see, we're at 47.4 volts right now, and we still have 3 bars left. We are gone 5.4 miles. Now, yes, are you really going to just jam this thing out like this all day? No. Are you going to get more mileage than what I show you? Without a doubt, probably double. Just because, yeah, my average speed really during the day is actually, if you really break it down, I only run it in mode 2. I almost never go into mode 3 unless I'm just getting on a major road. I'm trying to keep up with traffic. And so the battery doesn't work nearly as hard when you're in that mode, and you definitely get more distance. So we're gonna zip right through to this little park, and then, man, we're sitting at 32, 5.9 miles. Coming by. So then we're coming by. This is a great little area because it is all one way, and it's really just kind of a loop for they put together for exercises. Probably 20 years ago, maybe more than that. But it's a great place to run this scooter around because, like I said, it goes uphill, downhill. You get some gravel, you get some little off-road stuff. We're gonna come right up through here. We're just gonna stay in the car lane because we are doing. Okay, so now we've gone 6.3 miles. I've got 31 miles an hour. I've got 47.7 volts is where I'm at right now. Let this guy know we're working on past you. That bell is the greatest thing because people actually smile at you when you hit that little bell just to let them go, let them know you're there. But anyway, the suspension phenomenal. Not a huge fan of the brakes. So far, the power's it's holding up for me, doing what it needs to do. I'm still doing 30, 31. I'm at 6.7 miles with 3 bars left and 47.2 on my voltmeter. Like I said, on the voltmeter, 46.5 generally puts you at about a half a battery. I'm sitting in the voltmeter, and that's the other thing too. I'm still trying to work out is just exactly how to gauge the voltmeter on what I can really do because right now it's saying 46.6. We're going uphill at 25 miles an hour full speed. So it's sucking the battery, so the voltmeter I'm assuming is going to read lower because then when I come up to a flatter area like we're getting ready to get up to here, then I'm at 46.5. Now we're totally flat. Down at 46.3. I let half the throttle, and I go back up to 48.5. So I just the voltmeter's cool. But I don't really have any other way to judge until you figure out how to understand the voltmeter, or you just ride enough around to where you know what you can do and what you can get out of it before you have to charge it back up. You're gonna be in a little trouble. And you see right there where I just went over that suspension on the Unagi, that would have thrown me off of the thing almost. On this, come right down to it, no problems at all. So here we are again, back at the beginning. In fact, we're going to come right here. We're going to pause the video. Alright, so hopefully we're running and you're hearing me. So we stopped at Cherokee Park just to take a little picture because I thought it was cool. But this also, look at this, off-ground, off-road, goes right over it. I don't think that's like what you should be looking for, trying to off-road with your scooter. Well, at least with this scooter. And I know there are some that are. Thank you. I'll tell you what, we've come across some really nice people today. Come on. That are not normally nice. We're gonna go back over this way now. And basically, we're just going back the same direction that we came. Right now, I'm at 46.6. And I've got 2 bars at 7.9 miles. Always follow the traffic rules. You know, that's all the fun stuff there. Man, and I just love this part of it. This part of it is just cute. I'll tell you what though, man, had a lot of crazy violence going on down here lately. Makes you a little bothered, a little worried. See, now here's where the Unagi versus the Emove. Emove, I'm sitting at 30 miles an hour right now. And I'm going down a major road. But I don't feel bad because I'm not necessarily holding up traffic. You know, I mean, lights get these cars more than I did, and I'm slowing them down. And we're going to have to try to go this way. This is going to be a fun turn. Because nobody's going to even try to even think about letting me pass right now. We'll cut right through here through Mid-City Mall, Subways, Caravan Comedy Club, Filmworks, there's a library, Heine Brothers Coffee, baby. You gotta love the Heine Brothers. We're gonna come back this way. I'm not gonna go that way because it says do not enter. So we're gonna go right back around this way. And we'll go through the water here and deal. Road work ahead, detour ahead. Oh, for crying out loud. Alright, so we're gonna go back around this way. And you know what? Here's the benefit to a scooter versus a car. Because I'm gonna go down the street that says one way. What am I supposed to? I know, but I'm going. But you know what? There's negatives to a scooter, and there's positives to a scooter. I'm just gonna keep my eyes open. Right, so I'm on 8.7 miles right now. Again, do not enter, so we'll just cut through here that way. We don't have to deal with that. And you can see, now here's where your brakes are. Bam. Look how long it took me. I had that brake totally closed. And if you're not paying attention on this thing, that's, I think for me personally, is one of my biggest nervousnesses. Is that a word? Nervousness for the scooter. Just because, you know, I came from, you know, riding a scooter that, I mean, you hit the brake, you almost stop instantly. You had to lean back to keep from going over the front handlebars. Alright, so we're sitting at 8.9 miles. So right now we've beaten out the Unagi because we've been going 30 miles an hour almost the entire trip. Now it's showing me 29. It's going to start going down a little bit because the battery starts putting out less pressure when it's lower. It doesn't put out as much power because it wants to keep going. I'm on the other hand, you know. Now see here on this hill here, you didn't really see a big stopping problem, but that's because I started stopping. I started hitting this electronic brake right here a little bit, all the way at the top, you know, of the hill. So I think we're going this way, and we're gonna upset that car. So we're gonna actually come over here. Right here. We're gonna get over here in this turning, right? Okay, so I am losing a little power, but I'm at 45.7 volts right now. Still showing 3 bars. Got 9.4 miles. So the good news is we'll definitely max out the Emove, because in all reality, I'm not running this thing as hard as I can like this the whole time. So I'm going to be getting a lot more distance than what I'm showing here, because I haven't let off the throttle. If I let off the throttle, I pull it straight back down, and I've just gone as fast as it'll possibly go. I'm sitting at 29 right now, 9.7, and I'm at 45.8 on my voltmeter. Now, technically, that means that my battery's half empty. Which means that in all reality, I should get another. If you think about it, if I'm at 9.8 miles, I'm a little bit below half battery. I should still get at least another 9 miles out of this thing. Now, the question is, do you get that far on full throttle, or do you get that far in second gear? I'm feeling pretty positive about the distance. I am. And now you can see there a little bit of a slower takeoff. It starts to try to take less from the battery, because it knows that we're getting ready to die. Well, we're not getting ready to die. I mean, hell, supposedly I got almost half the battery left, and I'm close to dying. And I've still got 3 bars, and I'm showing 10 miles right now. So I'm happy with that. I am, because I really wasn't sure what to get out of this when we bought it. First one I got just came built totally wrong. Like, it was falling apart like the first day, and I had to send it back. And then I got in an accident on this one, and had to replace the brake lever, the voltmeter, the throttle, and the T-bar, which I told you all about at the beginning. Now, that's one thing I will say about Boro Motors. Their customer service is miserable, horrid. Major process to get these parts. I got the scooter, and I finally actually got it on the road like 4 weeks after I got it. 2.5 of which were, almost 3 were just waiting on parts to get. Because once I got the parts, their tutorial system on boromotors.com is phenomenal. I will give them that. Everything's plug and play. Unscrew it, screw it in, plug it back in, and that's it. That's game over. And but as far as that goes, yeah, I would prefer to buy from somebody else, I think, next time, besides Boro Motors. Hell, I'm considering Best Buy just to go look at a Go Tracks, maybe. That GX2 looks really cool. But yeah, we'll see. Again, it's all money. That's all it all comes down to. We're going a little bit of a different direction home, because, man, I'm still going 30 miles an hour, and I'm at 11.2 miles. I gotta say I'm happy with it. I like it. It's comfortable. I mean, it's the air tire, the rear tire. I'm sorry, the rear tire is a hard tire. The front tire is a tubeless air tire, pneumatic tire, I believe is what they actually call it in all technicalities. But I also have I was present today a portable air compressor, so I can check my air in the morning before I go. I haven't had any problems yet. I'm actually looking into that Dr. Orange sealant, which I've got at home, and I'm going to do a video on once I get this back home and get it working. But I mean, here's the thing. Okay, 29, 30, and I'm at 45.5 volts. I've gone 11.7 miles. Now this is all according to the odometer on my throttle right here. Now I want to see if it actually compares up to the GPS that I hope got started. It just kept going because I don't have definite answer. I hope that got put on the GPS, and we'll come back here and we'll look at this information and see exactly where we're at with it. This little neighborhood here too, boy, this is a really nice neighborhood. I do a lot of traveling through this neighborhood. Thing is, man, you really need to, if you're getting on a scooter, man, I say this on every video, I can't stress it enough. Make sure you're wearing your safety gear. At least wear a helmet. I mean, I saw a guy on a rental scooter with his little daughter on the scooter with him in front of him. Neither one of them had a helmet on. Going down a relatively major road. I wanted to look at him and just be like, you better watch it. But regardless of the point, I promise you, if you ride a scooter on a regular basis, I don't care how good you think you are, I don't care how coordinated you are, I don't care who you are going to fall. It's almost a guarantee. So be prepared for it. Protect your head and enjoy your scooter. That's my dogs in there flipping out because now I'm home. Okay, so now we're home. And let's see what we're sitting at. Right now, okay, so right now I'm actually reading 47 volts. I've gone, what's that say, 12.3? 12.3 miles. I still got 2 bars left. I'm more than half a battery full, and I've been in third gear the entire time, just floating. This is a beautiful thing. It gets me the distance that I've been trying to get. I may try to look into a little bit more, but I'll tell you what, folks. Like I said, always wear your safety gear. You can see the scratches on the helmet. I promise you're going to fall if you're on one of these things. I promise, at some point. And there she is. The Emove Touring. All working, all running. Nice successful trip. Check out another video I have on here about that air compressor too. That's a major benefit to me because I came from a scooter with no, all the tires were just solid hard tires. So there was no problem. I think I had a nail in the tire for like a week before I realized it. This makes me a little more nervous just because of the air concept of it. And temperatures change, air pressure, all that fun stuff. But check out that other video I got on there too, about the Timola, I believe, portable air compressor. It was beautiful this morning. It worked out perfect. So anyway, folks, I'm Banger T. I'm always going to be riding the Lightning, and I'm always going to be riding safe. Y'all do the same. Have a great day. I'm out.